Hello there. I'm Scotty. You're not. And we're on the final day of the full Moon-A-Thon. Dude, it's the last day, final two reviews. And we're checking out Mandroid. And oddly enough, I didn't know going into this there was a sequel to this movie called Invisible: The Chronicles of Benjamin Knight. Know that. So, well, I'm not going to do that. I already have planned for the last one. Do a sequel, but not that sequel, Oblivion 2. So, we'll do that. But, we're talking about Mandroid. And this one, wow, the cover lies. Because the cover has a guy in a wheelchair, which we later find out is Wade, and the Mandroid. And it looks like he's going to transfer himself into the Mandroid. But the whole wheelchair thing is until the end of the movie. So I don't know why that's on the cover. And what it is these two scientists, Ivan Drago and, the one scientist and his partner, Ivan Drago, I don't remember the other doctor's name, they're working on this thing called Supercon, which is like they take these spores, they put it in, they mix the solution with it, and they make a formula that can help run machines, I guess, and with it comes the Mandroid, which you control by a helmet. You don't get in it. So I don't understand why it's called Mandroid. But, you know. I don't know. But, yeah. So, Professor wants to sell it to the CIA, but Ivan Drago does not. He's like, are you sure you should be doing this? I don't want to do this. This is not right. This is ours to make. And he even tries to make a deal with the CIA guy named Smith. And actually, like, he tries to make a deal with him. And the actor is clearly, like, not American, because you can tell him going in and out of his accent. But he's not bad as the character. Although there is some confusion in his character later on, where it feels like he's been working with Drago the entire time. And then he's like, oh no, I was just trying to get the suit, because he was just trying to get it for the CIA, so, you know. And he picks up this guy named Wade. And again, this was like the last one I did, where you had this whole opening thing with them putting together this, you know, this test of the Mandroid, and then they cut to this new guy coming in on the train, and it's like, okay, who's this guy? And he meets with the CIA guy, and they both go in, and I'm like, okay, and they're trying to buy the Mandroid and the Supercon. And at first I thought the Supercon was the technical name for the Mandroid, and that's what Benjamin calls it. Benjamin, I don't know, they really explain why. You know, they said it can't be explained, but he ends up turning invisible at some point, and we don't know why. Like, he starts feeling weird after using the Mandroid, and then he's put in ice when Drago tries to sneak in with a criminal to get, a hired criminal to get the formula. This results in the daughter, Vanna, shooting the canister, releasing the Supercon, and burning Drago Ivan horribly. And he ends up having to wear like a mask and stuff, I guess. But, which is made by this homeless guy that he found to help him for some reason. I don't know. For some reason. But, yeah. So, Ivan breaks back in. He steals, after getting like his little thing, he steals the Mandroid, and he has a helmet that he's invented that will allow him, because they can only go like 50 miles away is as far as you can go. And Ivan has created this helmet that you can just control it with your mind. You can go anywhere. 50 miles from where you're stationed, which, Smith says that's not going to help the CIA. So, uh, Yvonne shows up, steals the Mandroid, and kidnaps uh, Smith. And then it's revealed that Smith is working with him, and like I said, he's not really working with him, because later, when Smith shows up to do the exchange, when Yvonne shows up to the exchange for the thing, he shoots the professor, and then, when Smith is like, that wasn't part of the plan, he shoots Smith, and he survives the gunshot, but the professor doesn't, for some reason. And then we have this chase and this fight, where it ends up being the professor versus Wade for some reason, and Wade gets shot in the thigh, in the arm, but somehow ends up in a wheelchair for some reason. I don't know. And he uses a grenade to drop the thing, like a piece, the wall above, the ceiling above him, onto him. We're supposed to think that he died. They get the Mandroid back. Benjamin is still invisible because that's for the sequel. And, yeah. And Joe is dead. I think Joe Smith, I think he's dead. I don't think he survived because he gets shot. And I think he dies later. I don't know. I know CIA don't get the Mandroid. There's like a little stinger at the end where you see that he's in like see that there's a prostitute, and I'm like, is that gonna be Smith? And he's still alive. No, it's Yvonne. He's still alive. So there's that, and then we get we said to be continued in. The adventure will continue in Invisible, whatever. So they had plans for this, I guess. If I had to say anything, I felt like I was a little disappointed because I thought there was going to be more with the Mandroid, and the Mandroid is just an object. It's not an actual being or person. It's not someone in the suit the entire time like I thought it was. Like I said, the cover makes it look like the wheelchair person is going to go into the suit so he can walk again. That doesn't happen. So I don't know. I really don't know about this one. But, and there are moments, much like previous full moon ones that I've talked about, where there's just lulls where they talk. Like after they show that it works, they go to celebrate. And, yeah. Talking. That's when Benjamin's like, oh, I'm feeling a little weird. I don't know. Maybe it gets explained in the next one now how he just becomes invisible. It's not explained here. They said they can't explain it. Who knows? But I'll give it a middle of the road. It was okay. It's not one we're going to rush out to buy or anything, but it was okay. Enjoyed it for what it was. So, yeah, middle of the road. So, what are your thoughts on Mandroid? In the comments below, should I like, share, and subscribe? Next is going to be Oblivion 2. We're going to finish off this full Moon-A-Thon 2 style. We're going to do that. And, yeah, so thank you for watching. I've been Scotty. I'll see you in the next one.